bit of a news roundup and a bit of gossip today for you. Before I do, if you like your West Ham stuff, then Canning Town Lane has got a film out. You haven't got to buy anything. It's absolutely free. It's called Academy 74. And if you do not know the story of the 1974 West Ham Academy team, you're going to love it. I don't just say that, by the way. It really is a brilliant documentary. It's out on Amazon Prime on the 23rd of December. But if you haven't got Amazon Prime, you don't want to wait till then, you can go onto canningtownlen.com and you can go and watch it early. Please go and check it out and then let me know what you think in the comments below. So, lots and lots of news today. It's not all news. A lot of it's gossip. Some of it pertains to players like a Gerd, who are obviously, going to be vitally important for us, and he's obviously going to be gutted that, well, number one, he missed out on a semi-final. I was going to say, number one, he missed out on a semi. He probably didn't, but he certainly, because the country, Morocco, didn't qualify for the final, he missed out for a final as well. However, it does look like he is going to be ready for a game against Arsenal on Boxing Day, 26th of December. I don't know why I just told you when you knew Boxing Day was on the 26th of December, didn't you? I didn't need to say it. He's going to be ready for that. And I think the good thing is, it doesn't matter that he's missed the last couple of games. He's played, 4 games in the World Cup. He's going to be fit. He's going to be raring to go. He played a few games for us before we went out there. I think most importantly, he looked good in the World Cup as well. He only missed the last game, apparently, because of Flula. Everyone's got the sniffles at the moment. He should be well over it by the time he gets back. It's really important for us, bearing in mind what's going on in our centre-back crisis. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, the Lewis Al deal looks like it's going through. It's been confirmed since I put the video out, not because I put the video out, it's been confirmed that he is not seen as someone for this season. He'll be going in to the development squad, but highly rated young player. That's good news. Well, anyway, when I was going through all the news and all the stories, all the West Ham stories, so before I do a video like this, I look through 3 or 4 different websites, and I'll go and look on the OneFootball app and just try and cherry pick all the stories and any that spike my attention. There was an article from Jesse Lingard, I've got to say, it did make me laugh. So Jesse Lingard in this article is basically saying why he chose Nottingham Forest over West Ham, and it was because of love. I didn't realise it was because of love. Apparently, he chose Nottingham Forest because they showed him more love than anybody else. Didn't mention West Ham, but more love than the other club. And I read, he mentioned love a lot. And what I did was I read through the whole article, and in my mind, I replaced the word love with something else. If you do that, it reads very differently. I thought it might be sort of cryptic and in code. Anyway, there you go. Lots of love going round in Nottingham. You'll be pleased to know. Right, let's get on to the transfer rumours, tittle, tattle, that sort of thing. Firstly, we've got the right-back situation. What's the right-back situation? Well, they're all crap. No, I'm joking. They're not all crap at all. Look, Ben Johnson, versatile player. I probably think his future is going to be at centre-back. If David Moyes' answer to the centre-back crisis is going to be 3 centre-backs, expect to see Ben Johnson play loads and loads and loads. A victim of his own versatility, but I don't think the long-term answer at just right back. I think he's a squad player, he's a utility player, and the club need to sort out his contract, by the way. Coufal has been found wanting a little bit. I think Keira has been found completely wanting at right back alone. And Harrison Ashby, well, goodness knows what's going on with him. It does appear, this is the trouble with a club when you go and try and join a club like Newcastle. Ashby may well join Newcastle, but it does appear Newcastle are now looking at a different centre-back, a different right-back, Croatian right-back. Not sure exactly who it is, but if that's the case, then actually he's there. And the whole point of Ashby going to Newcastle is he becomes Trippier's understudy and he plays first-team football. I'm sure money comes into it. Why not? Do you know what I mean? Joining Newcastle, for goodness sake. But it might change things ever so slightly. So apparently David Moyes has asked his scouts to go and find a right back. I think, oh my goodness, I hope you're not doing that now. Surely you have a 5 or 6 right backs that you already know you want. One of them was Izzy Jones, Isaiah Jones at Middlesbrough. Apparently we've been told no, he's not moving in January, which you completely understand. But Bayer Leverkusen are interested in Vladimir Coufal. I've read a couple of things. Maybe David Moyes will just look to sell him in the summer. Well, as far as I understand, we can't. He's only got 6 months left. If we want to cash in on him, it's got to be done now. So apparently we really are looking out for a right back. Now, there's no news there to anyone, but I think it's if you look at it, I mean, look at Paqueta. Paqueta was what? Third choice. We went after, what's the guy's name? Nunes went to Wolves. Obviously, Anana went to, in fact, he was fourth choice, wasn't he? Because he wanted Zielinski as well. So, certainly Skamaka was, his third choice there. So you would hope, and history would suggest, that David Moyes does have a list of several different players. There's loads and loads of stories here, and where I'm reading for is the OneFootball app. And the OneFootball app you can download for free by using that link just below underneath this screen. The reason the OneFootball app is giving me all these West Ham stories, I mean, there are loads. You can probably see them in the reflection of my glasses there. There's loads and loads and loads of them. It's because when you download this wonderful generic football app, it asks you who you support. When you tell it who you support, it will then only deliver the news from that club or national team. I've clicked on it, England and West Ham. So what it does, it puts a whole list of stuff from the internet and the newspapers and everywhere, puts them all into one place, delivers them to your phone so you don't have to go searching for all the West Ham news. First up is, well, actually, there's a bit of a link with Boulaye, which I'm sure you'll know. We come up against him, didn't we? I say we. England come up against him in the World Cup. He looked all right. I'd be very, very surprised if there was anything to come of this. But it's a rumour. It's out there. Probably a little more realistic is the Michael Keane rumour. I'd be very surprised if Everton decided that was something that they wanted to do. They got Connor Cody, James Tarkowski. They've been doing really well from this season. But Mina plays for him. But he seems to be constantly injured. So really, Keane's the backup there, isn't he? I'd be really surprised if they got rid of somebody that's going to be a useful squad member to a relegation team. You know, I'm talking about us. Everton, a relegation team. West Ham, relegation team. Be interesting. Do you think? I do wonder actually. Do you think Lampard will last out the season? I think he won't. I just got a hunch. I don't know. I just got a hunch. Lampard doesn't last out the season. I'm interested to know what you think on that actually. Okay, so there's another thing, which is Torino. Now, Torino have got Nikola Vlasic on loan, right? But apparently, their technical director, who came to England to discuss, I think just to sort of rubber stamp the Vlasic move, which may or may not go ahead in this window. If it doesn't, he's going to stay there on loan, and it'll be rubber stamped in the summer. But not only are they looking at him, I'm talking about Vlasic, and they want Vlasic, we're looking at one of their players as well. Just clicking up the name here for him, it's Lukic. Sasa Lukic plays for Torino, might be available. Apparently West Ham are interested. I do find it difficult to believe that we might be in for a central midfielder. It's really not what we need. I mean, there's another link here, and I don't know why we're being linked to them, but it's on the page, and it's somebody that it's somebody that really we shouldn't be linked with. And the reason being we shouldn't be linked with this guy is because he wouldn't bloody come to West Ham anyway, because Manchester United are in for him. But number two, we've got a really good central midfielder in Lucas Paqueta. We're just not using him correctly, and this is really the point. The player I'm alluding to, I had to pause that because I had to go and check his name. It's Sofyan Amrabat. We'd call him Amrabat the Acrobat. That's what he'd have to be called. Plays for Fiorentina. Been absolutely sensational in the World Cup for Morocco, of course, who did really, really well. I think the link is a tenuous one. He was actually, funny enough, this kid was in Gio's World Cup team of the World Cup. He's World Cup 11, you know what I'm saying. This tenuous. The link is tenuous. The link is purely, I think, because a Gerd plays for us, because we like Yosif En-Nesyri, put 2 and 2 together, and they've come up with 8, and that is that we might be interested in. Apparently, it's Man United that are very interested in that player. There's more Ben Brereton Diaz. Look, that's just going to run and run and run until until the window ends or he signs for another club. If he doesn't go anywhere in January, by the way, Ben Brereton Diaz, that's just going to absolutely continue. We've got some more Aaron Wan-Bissaka. There he is again. There's old Jesse Lingard being mentioned once again. Just some more on Luisao, and I mean, There may well be, by the way, with the Luisao deal, I didn't mention this in a previous video, is Luisao plays for Sao Paulo, and apparently they've got another player there whose name is Maia. He's not a defender, this guy, who apparently we might be interested in a double deal. Now, Fulham have already had a bid for Maia and it's been rejected. Apparently, Tottenham are watching him. I don't believe all of this stuff, by the way. I don't believe all of it. I do believe we're signing Luisao, but I do believe that it's an easy link to make. What I don't believe is that Tottenham are chasing this Maia. I don't believe that Juventus and Real Madrid are after Luisao. I think Luisao's a good punt, is what I said. He's a good punt for us, considering he's free, basically. His contract's run out. And I do thank you very much for those of you that in the comments yesterday did explain that the Brazilian league runs until November, which is why he was out of contract now. Also, just want to say for those of you watching, I want to say a massive thank you. A couple of weeks ago, I told a few of you on a video. I spoke about my friend Alan, who has a very, very rare case of sarcoma, and so many of you donated, and the money has gone straight to the UK Sarcoma Trust Foundation thing. Basically, boys and girls, you raised £1,000. And Alan was absolutely thrilled. I mean, he was absolutely buzzing about it. And I got to say, it went round, and the people that are involved in that trust, it was really lovely for me because I actually said it in one of the messages back. Basically that because it went from £4,000 to £5,000 once we all started donating on there, and it very much said because of West Ham fans. So I can't thank you enough. I mean, Alan was absolutely, well, he said he was humbled by it. The charity were absolutely delighted. Well done. Thank you very much. Can't thank you enough, and I will catch up with you tomorrow.